It is a truth, universally acknowledged, that a single man in possession of good fortune must be in want of a wife. Well, I'm not looking for a husband, but I have to admit, it is a truth, universally acknowledged, that I'm in love with Pride and Prejudice. I mean, the handsome, moody, mysterious Mr. Darcy, the wonderful parties and the beautiful dances, and of course the awful but hilarious Mr. Collins. No, I actually cannot even count anymore how often I've seen Pride and Prejudice. But then there are so many versions of Pride and Prejudice. Of course you have the 1995 BBC version, which is probably the best known, with Colin Firth. The first one to have the wet white t-shirt scene. Then you have the Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley, which is already 10 years old. Can you even imagine? 10 years. It feels like yesterday that I went to the premiere for that movie. Then we have the Bollywood version, Pride and Prejudice, which if you haven't seen it, even if you're not that big a fan of Pride and Prejudice, watch it. It's hilarious. It's so funny. I totally recommend it. So we have that version. We have, I think, one from the 80s, 85 probably. We have one from the 60s, and of course we have the new one coming out, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Then we have all the modern adaptations, Bridget Jones's Diaries, for example. And of course they all have their own Mr. Darcy. So I actually want to experiment. I've made a poll, you can find the link here below. Let's go have a vote and see which Mr. Darcy wins. I have to admit, my favorite will always be Colin Firth. It's just, he steals the show. I cannot help it. I cannot see him enough as Mr. Darcy. But then, would I actually want to marry Mr. Darcy? I don't think so. I mean, can you imagine Lizzie saying, "Oh, Mr. Darcy, it's so sunny outside, let's go for a walk." And Mr. Darcy being like, "No, the sun has no appealing on me." Or the fact he has never spoken to Lizzie and he actually says to his friend, "She's handsome, but not enough to tempt me." Who would marry that guy nowadays? He talks you down as soon as he sees you. So I think I love Mr. Darcy in the movies, like being swooned by him, the wet shirt scene, his manners. And actually in the 95 series, when he smiles at the end, and it's like one of the first smiles of Mr. Darcy in the whole movie, and you just like, your hearts get warmer, and yeah, I'm a fan. I think you noticed that. But in real life, I don't think I would like to marry Mr. Darcy. Although, if he would come to me in a white shirt and have Pemberley, who knows? Please vote for your favorite Mr. Darcy, because I'm so curious to see who's gonna win. And also find me on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, where we can have a conversation and continue this video actually. So I hope to see you there, and otherwise I'll see you on my next video. Bye!